September 5th, 2018. This is the second day of my vacation on Lake of the Woods. Did a little better today. I went out and I started trolling lead core on the basin near a couple other boats. I got a few small walleyes and saugers. It was a very fun day. If this is your first time here, I'm an avid fisherman. I live in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. In an effort to be a better fisherman, I'm documenting 100 fishing trips and posting results on YouTube. Most of the fishing trips are on Lake Winnebago or Green Bay, spending the month of September in northern Minnesota, and so I'm documenting the fishing trips that I'm making here. Hit the subscribe button to follow along, hit the like button if you like what you see. It really helps the channel. If you have any feedback or questions, leave them in the comment section. The NWT was in town this week, so I was able to get some information from the pros on how they're fishing. They can be a little tight-lipped, but they give some general information. Most of the information that I've seen from the pros is that they're catching a lot of fish. I went to one of the bait shops here called Lucky's Bait, and Steve from Lucky's Bait directed me to an area of the lake that turned out to be really good advice. He recommended crawler harnesses. I just assumed he meant trolling them like I do in Lake Winnebago, but what a lot of people do here and what he was talking about is actually drifting with them. So you, on a day with a decent amount of wind, you vary the amount of line you put out in the crawler harness, and it goes in various depths. I've heard from a lot of people that that's just the way they fish around here, so it was kind of interesting. I'd never really tried that before. So I did try trolling the crawler harnesses, and I wasn't real productive doing that. Then I settled in, what else can get me down to 32 feet, and the obvious answer for me was lead core trolling. I've done a bit of lead core trolling on Lake Michigan for salmon, and last year, Lake Vermilion, we did some lead core trolling as well, and it really works. It can be a little tricky to get the hang of it, but once you know the basics, it really works, and that's really how the bite started. So Steve was right on for where to fish. There was no doubt about it. There were a lot of fish there. This fish did something a little interesting. I'm out in the basin, 32 feet of water, trolling lead core with flicker shad 7s. I'm finding a large variation to how well the flicker shad 7s are working. I've got 2 lures that work really well, and then it seems like the rest are really spotty. I'm catching a lot of fish, but the difference is amazing. But in this case, I'm watching the tip of the rod, and it just totally unloads. It's like the fish ambushed the lure and was carrying it toward the boat. So the rod tip was just acting weird, so I picked it up and I started reeling, and all of a sudden there's a big fish on. trip 74 out of 100 of my effort to be a better fisherman. One countable walleye today leaves a total at 115 for the year. Caught a lot of 13-inch fish. I'm only counting 14-inch fish. Unfortunately, I would be really on the board today. And with this information, let's get out and fish.